Hey guys, it's been a while. It's been a long time. Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah, where are they? So let's talk. Join me, guys. I'm having my dinner, yogurt and water. Yogurt and water. Yeah, healthy eating. It is important. Yeah, so let's talk about renting in Port Harcourt. Yeah, I know you have lots of experiences when it comes to renting in Port Harcourt. Like you've tried looking for a house in Port Harcourt and how devastating it could be. Before now, right now we are introducing rental to our services, okay? And we are taking it upon ourselves. Right at L Housing, we're introducing, hey, Jaden, how you doing? Good to see you. You've been on my live before, right? Yeah, I know I've seen this. I know I've seen this name. Yeah, welcome. Welcome, Jaden. It's good to see you. Please double tap the screen to like the video, okay? You know how we do it, right? And tell us where you're watching from and your time. What we do here is whenever you join our live, just tell us where you're watching from and the time in your location, okay? Hello, everyone. You're welcome. Saga Master. Ah, what a nice name. I hope you're not doing saga with people. There's what they do on Facebook, they call it saga, which is like, having loggerheads and trying to drag people. Is that what? I hope you don't saga people. Yeah. Join me, I'm having my dinner. So let's talk about renting in Port Harcourt. Have you have experience, right? Have you rented a house in Port Harcourt before? And what was your experience? So I was saying that Port Harcourt, before now, L Housing was not doing rental, okay? But right now we are introducing rental to our services, meaning that if you want a house right now, we can actually help you get it. But we were not doing that before. Okay? Now, where are you at? Yes, I'm in Port Harcourt. Yes. Okay, so this is Michelle of L Housing Solutions, a real estate company based in Port Harcourt. Okay? Yes, so this is L Housing, right? It's Michelle of L Housing talking to you right this minute, okay? Yes, so tell me your location and your time. Yes, so that when I see you on my live next time, I'm going to send a big hug to you, okay? Yeah, and double tap the screen to like the video, all right? Thank you so much, Saga. You're welcome, okay? I would like to see you again. Yes, so have you tried to rent a house in Port Harcourt before? What were your experiences? Share with us in the comment section. Let's talk about it. So today we are talking about renting in Port Harcourt, and we are just gonna gist. It's been a while I came live. Yes, and it's amazing being in your faces again today. All right, yeah. So before now, L housing were not doing rental. I could recall few clients, not one, not two, not three, not four, not even five, okay, who have reached out to us before now, talking about renting a property, and I would tell them we don't do rental. Some of them that are very polite and they truly need help. Probably they're not in Port Harcourt. They just need a good place. So what I do is I give them numbers of agents, okay, in Port Harcourt that do rental. But I can't forget these two women, okay? And the third person is a man, but the two women gave me the two women, their story was so, touching, all right? So now, one of them said, because after a time, I reach out to numbers that have chatted me before to ask them, how you doing? Were you able to get the house you wanted? So at that point, the lady now told me that she didn't get the house, that they've relocated they didn't go to they didn't get the house in Port Harcourt again, so they are now in Enugu. I was like, why? Why did you leave Port Harcourt to Enugu? She said that getting a house in Port Harcourt wasn't that really easy, that most of the agents they got dealt with them, that they paid more than 100,000 naira looking for a house, and still they were not able to get a house that's matched to their taste. I was like, how about the agent I gave you his number? She said that the particular agent actually took them to one or two houses and they didn't like it. So from there they met some other agents, they took them to some other places, they didn't like it. And every house you are going to see, you are going to pay. They call it movement fee. Some of these days now, they are even calling it consultation fee, and all that. And recently, the other lady that gave me a very touching story said they've been looking for a house, they've gone to several places, they've paid money to several agents, and when they finally saw something that at least matched to their taste, they told them that they were going to pay 20% agency fee, they were going to pay 20% agreement fee, that's a lawyer fee. They were still going to pay for what they call it, caution fee, and all those fee here and there. So when you add up everything together, they were paying way above their budget, and this lady was so devastated, and I really felt bad for these people. I really felt bad for them. Okay, so recently I got a client who wanted a very good apartment for rental here in Port Harcourt, and because of my relationship with the lady, okay, I decided to go to the streets to look for the properties. Remember, like I said, we don't do rental before, but right now we are introducing rental to our services, okay, because we see that there is a problem and we are trying to contribute our quota to seeing how we can solve that problem. And that's what we do here at L Housing. We try to identify problems, okay, and see how we can help people in solving these problems. And we see that rental is one of them. Okay, there are lots of persons looking for houses to rent and they can't find one. Okay, so we want to be talking about rental, okay, so that people will know that we are lending our voices to their needs. All right, so I went to the streets of Port Harcourt to look for a house for this said client, a male. Okay, him and his wife came out for inspection. So I called. Remember, like I said, we're not doing rental before now, so I called an agent that I know very well, and asked if she had a house for rent, and she told me yes. She told me one in Peter Delay, another one at Gulf Estate, and all that. So we were going to the house. Hello, can you hear me? If you can hear me, please kindly let me know that you can hear me. You can give me reactions. Double tap the screen to like the video. Drop me a message as to where you are watching me from and your time. Okay, let me know I'm not talking to myself. Okay, yes. So like I was saying, this lady and her husband and my friend, okay, who is an agent, went to Peter Odile to see the house. Okay, so when we're going, this my friend told me that this particular house we are going to, that she doesn't know the owner of the house, okay, that there is another agent that knows the owner of the house. I said, okay, that's okay. And we got there, we picked that agent, and we went to the place. It was an old building. It is in an estate, okay? Yes, so they loved the house, but not really what they wanted. Though they loved the estate, but the house was having one or two things to be worked on. And they said, okay, we should confirm from the owner who is going to fix the things that were bad in the house and how much will they go for last. It was a 4-bedroom semi-detached duplex, okay, and it was going for 8 million naira, okay, in an estate, Transamadi Gardens to be precise, okay. Now, so this my colleague now called another of our friend that has the house, that knows the house for rent in Gulf Estate, and right there we were told that the house has been taken. Remember when we left our office, the L housing office, to go for this inspection, the house at Gulf Estate was still there, but on getting to Peter Odile, Transamadi Gardens, we were told that the house, someone just paid for it, that the house is no longer available. Now we're supposed to go for inspection to 3 houses, the one at Transamadi Gardens, the one at Gulf Estate, and another one around Somitel, one of the big estates right there in Peter Odile. Hello, can we hear me? Okay, so we opted to go to the second house, okay. So while we're going, this my friend called her friend that told her about the house, okay. So we used 2 cars, my car and that of the client. The client drove on their own, I drove with this my friend, okay, and the guy that we carried to go to the Transamadi Garden. When we came out to the Transamadi Garden, he dropped. So while we were going to the second house, guess what? We picked about 4 agents, meaning that this my friend, the person he called doesn't know the house. He called the person who knows the house. When we got to that person, the person entered the car, and the person now called another person who really knows the house. You know, so at this point, my client was pissed off because they didn't like such arrangement, but they didn't know that that's actually how it is done in Port Harcourt, because there are barely no houses for rent. The houses for rent are very few, okay. The houses for rent are very, very few, okay. And all these agents, they wouldn't tell you who is the owner of the house. They would want to be there so that when the house is rented, they would also be part of the sharing of the agency fee. You know how those things are done. So at the end of the day, when we actually got to the house, it was not really what they wanted. These people wanted a house in a house alone in a compound. This particular house we went to at Somitel had 4 flats inside the compound, but that was not what they were looking for, okay. So the one at Transamadi Garden actually stands out for them because it was alone in a compound. I know it's semi-detached, so you have your privacy. Then the one at Peter, the one at Gulf Estate, we didn't see it because we were told it's taken, but that was also a standalone duplex, okay. Now this my client was not able to rent that house because when they got back to us on what the landlord was going to do and what the tenant was going to do, the amount, when you put everything together, just to rent a 4-bedroom semi-detached duplex, it was going above 10 million naira, Good evening. Yeah. Abraham, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you, bro. Welcome. Yeah, so now, when we calculated everything this my client was going to do on a 4-bedroom semi-detached duplex, it was running into 12 million. Okay, when you put up the agency fee, the caution fee, the agreement fee, I think it's called lawyer fee, and all those things. This my client was like, for a 4-bedroom, you know, and why she was like, that's too much for just a 4-bedroom. The next day when she called, can they reduce price? What's the best price you can go? It was said that the house has been taken. The house has been taken. So you see, there is housing deficit in the entire Nigeria. In the entire, in the world that we are, there is housing deficit. And it is no different with Port Harcourt. So you see, if you want to rent a house in Port Harcourt, when you see the one that at least is close to what you're looking for, I would advise you to just get it for now, because houses are actually limited. Houses are limited. Okay? Houses are limited, and that's the thing. And these days now, what landlords in Port Harcourt are doing is that they are insisting on 2-year rent. You're going to pay for 2 years before they give you the house, you know. And when you calculate other fees to be paid, you see that it's really, you know, much. So it is not really an easy thing. It's not really an easy thing. And sometimes people come to me saying, like, if you check our WhatsApp, like I told you, we're introducing rental. If you check our WhatsApp, we have up to 10 to 15 rental requests. And most of our clients coming into our DM to ask for rental, what they do is that when they see our videos on YouTube on houses that are available for sale, they come to WhatsApp and say, can I have this type of house available for rental? It's not possible. Okay? Yeah, because there are no much investors, real estate investors in Port Harcourt. So there are no much developers, real estate developers in Port Harcourt as well. So there is lots of housing deficit. Okay, so any developer that manages to finish developing, you know, before the house even gets to lintel or roofing level, the house is fully sold. So you that is waiting for the house to be fully built before you buy, you will be rebuying from someone who had bought before, and you'll be buying it at a higher price. Not just a higher price, a very, very high price. You see? And you that is waiting, hello dear, hello love. Is that Madam Love? Is that Madam Sold Out? I know this name. Is that someone I know? Madam Love, you're welcome. Welcome to our live. Are you for real? Hey, that's serious. Thank you for joining our live. Thanks for watching our video today. You're welcome. You're highly welcome. Madam Love from Lagos. How is Lagos State? How you enjoying yourself in Lagos? Yeah, you're welcome. Welcome to our live, okay? See you next time. I want to see you in our next live, okay? Yeah. So, when you see a house, an estate being built in Port Harcourt, and you are waiting for that house to be fully built before you buy, you're on a long thing, a very, very long thing. But it's not supposed to be so, okay? Now, but it is, unfortunately, it is so because there is housing deficit in Port Harcourt, and there are there are no much developers. There are just very few developers in Port Harcourt. Just very few that are developing. So before the house gets to lintel, it is fully sold out. So if you're now waiting for it to be fully built, I know why you are waiting for it to be fully built, because you don't want to commit your money and it becomes an abandoned project. And that's why L Housing is here for you. We do not sell such project. Okay, we do not list such project. Before we can list a property, okay, we've done our due diligence to be sure that we are bringing our clients the best. Okay, yes, we don't list such projects where a developer will abandon the project and run away. Run to where? We don't even work with such developers. Okay, so if you want to buy a house, look at this channel. Just send a DM. We have variety of very good, okay, houses that will suit your budget, okay, and suit your dream home. That's your dream home that you've been looking for. We have it. L Housing is holding the keys, so come get it. Okay, now the rental that we are talking about, yeah, Abraham is saying something. Is there any agency responsible for price of house renting in Port Harcourt? I am asking because prices differ depending on how greedy the landlord is. I feel your pain. I understand what you're saying. I totally understand you, Abraham. Now, to answer your question, he said if there is any agency responsible for price of house renting in Port Harcourt. There is no agency responsible for that. Okay? You know that normally government is supposed to provide housing for her people. Okay? In other countries, I have lots of clients that don't base in Nigeria. Okay? Most of my clients are in different countries. I have lots of clients in Jamaica, Germany, Europe, Australia, US, UK, Canada. Okay? Now, a client of ours in Germany shared a touching story with me. Okay? How he was able to, get his papers. Normally when our brothers travel outside the country, most times they get married to their women in order to get papers and all that. But this our brother did not do that. Okay? So I was not asking him, how were you able to, this kind of question now. So he was just sharing with me how it is over there. How you are going to work, how you're going to stay for like 8 years. If you're up to 8 years, you can apply, sometimes. So I'm not here to tell you his story. Maybe another day I could talk about that now. But what I want to portray here is that he said that he's staying in a house that government gives. So that house that government gives is not that expensive, okay? And he said government has categories of houses, okay? Yes, and even when they stopped him work because he had no papers, while he was still pursuing his papers, they stopped him work. Government was paying for his rent and giving him stipends, giving him something good where he was able to pay for the rent and also, feed very well, and was able to even save some. And he was not working for more than a year. Government was paying him. So you see, if somebody comes to Nigeria now, does Nigerian government have something like that? If someone comes to Port Harcourt now and has no one to stay with, can he go to government house and government will give him a house? Nothing like that. But you see, in countries where things are working properly, things of that nature is there. So you see, government is not giving house to anyone. So why should government now come and tell landlords how much to rent their houses? Landlords pass through stress trying to build. I understand the fact that because of building materials that are going really high, that's why new houses are becoming so expensive. But it is not nice that the old houses, dilapidated houses that are not new, it's not like they built it today. The landlords are still increasing them to match up with the brand new houses, which is really bad. And most times, like it happens in some areas, okay, where tenants will come and be the one to renovate the house for the landlord, and the landlord will still increase the rent even after the tenant has renovated it. It is so crazy. That's why I'm telling my audience, that's why I'm telling you that there is opportunity in Port Harcourt in the real estate sector. If you have money right now, come and develop houses in Port Harcourt. You see, people will rush you. Customers will rush you. If it's house, is it a rental you want to do? You have the market. Is it short let you want to do? You have the market. Is it other businesses that you want to do? You have the market. Yes. So where there is scarcity, there is opportunity. Are you seeing it now? So come and be a developer. And L Housing is here to guide you. L Housing is here for you. We will stand like hunchback for you. You know, we'll be with you. There are some of our clients that bought lands. Today we are building for them. Okay? Now, we are also helping them. We've also listed those houses in the market for them. They are not building because they want to live there. They are building because they want to sell. Are you seeing it now? So just come to our DM and tell us what you want. Tell us how much you have, and we'll tell you how to put that money to work. Real estate is about you putting your money to work. Yes, I did come join soon. Yes, so come and join. Come and join, because there are opportunities in the real estate sector here in Port Harcourt. A lot of opportunities. Yes, so yes, there's opportunity. So you see, if you want to rent a house in Port Harcourt today, if you are someone that is very choosy, you may not really get something nice. You may not really get your taste, because there is housing deficit in Port Harcourt so much. The percentage of housing deficit in Port Harcourt is almost 50%. It's 50-50. Yes. Okay. That's just it. That is just it. Okay, and because of that, renting in Port Harcourt or rental in Port Harcourt is becoming like Abuja. It's becoming like Lagos, where it is pretty much expensive. Okay, do you know that in suburbs, Port Harcourt suburbs like Ebelu, Eneka, Port Harcourt, Sass Road, okay, Rupoku, Apple Road, Airport Road, or even on Magua, Igruta, Igboeche, even Eleme, all these places. Do you know that right now in Igruta, people are renting 2-bedroom apartments for 3 million naira, 3.5 million, 2.8 million. 1 bedroom in Igruta is going for 1.5, 1.6. In Igruta. Then, if you now see that same 1 bedroom in the town, like Gulf Estate, like Peter Odili, like GRA, like OGRA, like Ada George, how much do you think is going to worth? You see that now. So even houses in suburbs are really much expensive as well. But the good thing is that those houses in suburbs are brand new houses. Unlike my 4, Ikwere Road, Wimpy Junction, Ajib, Ada George, where you see old houses, sometimes dilapidated houses, small compounds where you can't even park your car, and houses are expensive as well because they are dilapidated houses. So if someone now buys those spaces and now builds a new house, of course it's really going to be expensive. You see that? So housing in Port Harcourt now is really not that cheap any longer like it was before, you know. And that's the reason why if you want a house in Port Harcourt, you just have to, you know, manage the one you see, buy a house, buy a land. Just come to our estate, one of our estates, just take a plot or two, and let's start building for you. Before you know, you are a landlord, you are a landlady. Do you know we have a house in GRA? When we started selling that house, the house came into the market for 45 million naira. Right now, just 18 months down the line, we're almost finishing the project, and it's already going for 95 million naira. Imagine you bought it when we introduced it into the market for 45 million. We also having all those projects that we are introducing into the market for relatively low amounts that you can key into and be paying small. Just manage that one you are able to see, okay? And be paying small. Before you know, you are a landlord. You own your own house. Why would you be paying? There is one house in GRA that we are renting right now. That house total package is 18 million naira for a year. If you pay that money for 3 years, how much? You've just been able to acquire a house. We have houses today in Port Harcourt, in some suburbs like Iwofe that is going for 38 million naira. Brand new, no, sorry, not brand new house, full house, like 3 units of houses in one plot of land. Seriously, houses are very scarce. So yes, and it's expensive too. Yes, it's way too expensive. Yes, way too expensive. You're right. You're right. God will do it for me. Yes, so God will do it for you. God will do it for you in Jesus' name. Amen. Yes, He will do it for you. Right on this channel, L Housing will build a house for you. Yes, Abraham. Yes, so if we did not build for you, you buy one of the houses that we are currently building. You can pay small. Yes. Last year, December, we did a promo, okay, and we sold 3-bedroom apartments for 54 million naira. The house was actually, it's on this channel. Amen, yes, so amen. The house was actually going for 62 million naira, but we had a 10% discount, okay, because we were having special promos at that time. Just like now, we are on promo right now in Port Harcourt. And some of our clients bought it that time for 54 million naira. And today, that same house is going for 98 million naira. So that was just last year, December. By December this year, it's going to go way above that amount. You see? So you need to invest in real estate, okay? We cannot overemphasize the benefits of investing in real estate. We can't overemphasize it because the benefits are enormous. The benefits are enormous. Yeah. So tell me, do you have experiences from renting in Port Harcourt? Have you tried renting a house in Port Harcourt? What were your experiences? Tell me what you experienced. Yes, let me plug my phone. My power is becoming okay. Yeah, it's charging now. Okay, so what are your experiences when you rented houses in Port Harcourt? What did you experience? Where is everybody? Let's talk, let's chat, let's gist. Where's everyone? So talk to me. So Abraham, are you there? Are you still there? Abraham, are you there? Talk to me. Procrastination is what has held a lot of persons from not owning prime property till this time. That piece of property you were thinking, or you are still thinking whether to buy or not, someone just paid for it today. And the other one you are thinking about, someone is going to pay for it tomorrow. So overthinking is not the solution. The solution is you seeking counsel from an expert. And I am here talking to you today to make a deposit for that property you have liked on our page. Those properties you've been liking and you've been writing down their names, saying you are going to buy, make deposit for them right now, because price is about to increase. See, we have made this easy for you, whereby there is a payment plan. We have 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, even 12 months payment plan, just to suit your income and budget. All you need to do is just to talk to me, talk to Michelle. Send a DM right now and let's work out something for you. You see, this year you will own a property and you are going to pay with ease, because we are going to work out a suitable payment plan for you. Procrastination is what has held a lot of persons from not owning prime property till this time. Hey, yes. I just listened to a video I posted on my status, and that reminded me, I feel like real estate is overpriced in Nigeria. Really? Why do you think so? Real estate is overpriced in Nigeria. Okay, good. Let's discuss. Why do you think so? Share your thoughts, okay? Let's talk about it. Share your thoughts. Let's talk about it, okay? Yeah, because when I don't know the line at which you're coming from, okay? Because one thing about me is that everyone is entitled to their opinion, and everyone's opinion counts, yeah? Yeah. Okay? But if you have developed a property before, you know the stress, the pain, and all it takes to develop, okay? When you finish developing, okay, I'm sure you are not going to put their property to be less than your cost price. I'm very sure about that. Unless you just want to do charity. That I've met some landlords in Port Harcourt that are really nice. Okay, even in this situation where houses now go above £1 million in Port Harcourt, even self-contained right now is going past £1 million in Port Harcourt. It was not like this before. But you know what? I've met landlords, I've met property owners who their tenants are still paying them $750 for 3-bedroom apartments. Yes, where their tenants are still paying $800,000 for 3-bedroom apartments, where their tenants are still paying $1 million for 2-bedroom apartments in Peter Daily. They tell me, Michelle, this is not the only place where I make money. I see it as a way of, giving back. You see that? So there are still landlords like that. Okay? Yeah. So things are really expensive right now. Yes, you say especially Lagos. Yeah. Front End Coder. Oh wow, I love that name. Are you into coding? Are you into tech? That's a good one. Mr. Front End, you're welcome, okay? You're very, very welcome. Yes, you said that Lagos is expensive. I would like you to watch the video I did last 2 weeks, okay? I post videos every Friday, and tomorrow is another day. I'm going to be releasing a powerful video and information you would like to know about real estate. I'm going to be releasing it tomorrow, so keep your eyes on this channel. Anything from 6 p.m. the video is going to drop. If the video doesn't drop 6 p.m. it will drop 7. If it doesn't drop 7 it will drop 8. In between 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Friday, just check this channel. There's a new video that drops. Powerful video. You need to watch that video where I talked about Lagos and Port Harcourt. I dwelled more on Lagos in that video. The continuation of that video, I may be dropping it tomorrow or another video. I don't know. Okay? Yeah, but I'm going to finish that video I started. I talked more about Lagos, and when you watch that video, you are going to learn why Lagos is expensive and why people in Lagos are not complaining, because they have the money. Yes, so people in Lagos are not complaining because they have the money. It's only those gate crashers, only those people who are doing what is called form of fear of missing out. Okay? Today I was talking to a client. I know this client because I went to their office and I spoke to them about real estate, and this particular client bought. Her neighbor did not buy. That was our estate at Sass Road. Today I went to that office and I saw the both of them, and this lady who did not buy was very, very sad. She expressed her displeasures, okay, why she didn't buy, and she told me she even had ×3 of that money as at that time, but she was just thinking about it. She didn't know whether it was real or not. But I said, what your friend bought? She said, yes, everybody do not process information the same way, you know. Now she visited her friend's project, because this her friend is building a Sass Road, and she was like, oh, this was that estate that Michelle sold to you that time. She said yes, and she now asked, how much did they sell land here now? They told her land is 45-50 million. She said, what? This was the land I went to them. I told them when the land was 6 million, they didn't buy. When the land went to 7 million, I told them that was when the friend bought. You see? She did not buy. Now she's looking for any land at all. Let her just buy, because she feels she has missed out. This is what they call form of fear of missing out. Because now she is just looking for the leftovers, you know, wanting to catch up. She will not actually calm down. All she wants to do is just to invest so that she will not be left out. But real estate investment is not done like that. The early investors are always the people who make the most money in real estate investment. 7 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, people were investing massively in Port Harcourt. But today, most of those people who invested massively at that time are already cashing out. Okay? Those who are investing in Port Harcourt right now are the new sets of those who their property is going to be appreciating in the next 5 to 10 years. You see that now. But there are new locations right now that you can buy into, and you'll be the first set of the beneficiaries. States like Asaba, states like Abia states, like Aba. Right now, that lots of things are happening. Just take position. Take position at this early stage. You make the most profit. That's how real estate investment works. It's strategy. You know, strategy and location. So that was what I was discussing with the lady. You know, if you can compare the price of house sold in Lagos with other cities in the world, you will definitely pick the one outside the country. Of course, now, before Uncle, that because Lagos is fine or because Abuja is fine, does it make it? See, I'm going to compare Abuja and Rwanda. But are we supposed to be comparing Abuja and Rwanda? Nigeria is supposed to be a state, a country that is bigger, way bigger than Rwanda. But do you know what? We are going to be comparing Rwanda and Abuja, Kigali and Abuja. Let's see. And you would actually see that Kigali is beautiful, more beautiful than Abuja. Not to talk of Lagos. Abuja is more beautiful than Lagos now. Do you understand? Yes, there are some places in Lagos that are beautiful too, but Abuja is more beautiful than Lagos. Do you know that way back, Dubai came to Nigeria to borrow money to build their country? But today, can you compare Nigeria with Dubai? You cannot now. So you will definitely pick the outside the country now. How will you pick Lagos? Pick Lagos now, what happened? You understand? Now, but you would not blame the real estate developers. You are going to blame the government. Because the majority of the problem we are having in the country is the government. If the government set things straight, if the government were doing their part more than what they are doing today, things will be way better than it is today. Okay, front end. Real estate price in Lagos is too unrealistic. But the people in Lagos, are they really complaining? You know? Do you know that I went to make my hair, and when I got to the salon, after making the hair, the lady, I asked her how much. She said 5,000 naira. Okay, and I paid. But first she said it was 7,000 naira. I said no, I'm your customer. Who pays such money? So I paid 5,000. What the hell did I even do? I just washed my hair. I only washed my hair. Okay, and weaved it so that I can wear a wig. It's not like I did anything serious. It's not like I braided my hair or whatever. And she now told me, she said, you know that because that lady has a salon in Lagos, it's a big salon, so they just had another branch. You know, businesses are expanding. So she now told me that, do I know that if it was in Lagos that she just washed my hair and weaved it, that 60,000 naira would have entered her hands. I said, what? Say, who pays it just to wash hair and weave the hair? She said, that's it now, lucky girls will pay. That's because they have the money now. You understand? So which civil servant or company worker or bank staff will come and pay you 60,000 naira in Port Harcourt to just wash and weave hair? But they are paying it in Lagos because they have the money. Are you seeing it now? So that's the reason why you see even developers can, you know, craft some projects, can craft some things on ground, and people will pay for it. There are people that have the money in Lagos. People have been investing in real estate in Lagos for a long time, so they have the money. So you now see somebody today now who have not made the money, okay, and now because he sees that there is population in Lagos, the person now runs to Lagos to, you know, to stay. That's the kind of person that is going to complain because the person is a stranger. The person just came. The person has not made money, so the person is not used to the lifestyle. But those people who have been in Lagos, who have invested in Lagos, who have made money in Lagos cannot complain because they have the money is there. So that's the thing. That's the thing, you know. The prices are inflated. Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. The prices are inflated, but the rich, the people. Okay, do you know people are paying rental in Lagos for 50 million, 60 million rental? That's the money that can buy you a house in Port Harcourt. You know, and do you know what? All these things are done by population and demand and projects. By the time Port Harcourt will grow big like Lagos. You see, today now, rental in Port Harcourt now is becoming more expensive, isn't it? If now you are renting a 2-bedroom apartment in Iguruta for 2 million, 2.5 million, then imagine what it will be renting at in the next 3 years. Just imagine the next 3 years. So that's telling you now that you should work hard now and make sure you buy land. Buy land and build your own. Even though you buy land, you do not build, at least you have something you can fall back on. Buy land now, keep buying land so that you'll be able to realize money too, you know. If you buy land now in Port Harcourt for 4.5 million, 5 million, 10 million, and in the next 3 years you sold that land 70 million, 80 million, you can use that money to build a house now, or even take maybe 5 million from there to rent a house. You won't feel it, because that money is a profit that came from an investment you did. So this is how to grow your money. You need to grow your money so that as the world is evolving, you'll be able to also evolve. But when you are saving your money, just keeping it there and it's not working for you, as the world is evolving, it will be looking strange to you and it will be looking unrealistic to you. Okay? So try and invest. Yeah, so talk to me. Who is there? I was talking about something. Our prices are increasing from 1st of next month. All our lands are increasing in price. All our houses are increasing in prices. What you are going to do right now is to just come to my DM. Just watch any of our videos on this channel. You see our WhatsApp number. They just come to WhatsApp and know what we have and the one you can go for. All our properties are genuine. If you buy any property from us, you can go to sleep. You have no problem. Okay? Yes. So our prices are going higher. Just make a deposit. Make an initial deposit so that you will not buy the new prices. Okay? The new prices, some of them are above $1 million. Some of them are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 million. Even though it's 500,000 naira that added to the old price. It's something. 500,000 in this present dispensation is something really huge. So save that money right now.